Okay, so I wasn't planning on making this video. This package was supposed to come in mid-October, but this morning I got the call, the package is here, and I didn't check, my uh, uh, package situation. So Amazon did a great thing. My book is here, and I'm gonna do a live unboxing. I hope that it turns out all right. I have a few doubts, but this is a glorious moment for me because this is the first novel that I wrote. It's a big novel. It took me 8 years, okay? I'm gonna title this video, the book that almost killed me, because it really did. It took 8 years of my life, and, it was hard sometimes. There were moments where I just wanted to drop it all and just be done with it. But I kept at it for some reason because this story and these characters, they spoke to me. So this is the first novel that I ever wrote, but it is the second novel that I published. And before I unbox this thing, I'm just gonna have a little drink. Cheers, because this is a celebration. This is a great moment for me. And it is a surprise because yet again, I have to say this, I did not expect Amazon to deliver so quickly, right? It was supposed to come 2 weeks from now, and it is here. So without further ado, let's open this thing and just let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. So this is the package. This is the package. Oh God, I hope this turned out fine. I really do, because the work involved was just enormous. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I ordered some other stuff. Hey, look. Oh wow. Hold up. Hold up, though. Oh my God. This turned out pretty good. Oh my God. Check this out. Hey, looking. Okay, so I can see some problems. I can see some problems with this cover. Now, you should excuse that I'm not saying anything, but I'm just inspecting it, right? I'm just inspecting it. Now, I ordered 2 copies of this thing, and I'm just trying to see how many flaws there are. So there are slight differences with the printing. Every book is a bit different, and every book has flaws because of the printing, right? And the shipping just fucked these books up, though. No cap. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you. I'm not that big of a fan of the colors. They're a bit darker than I expected. But this is the front cover, right? I hope there isn't too much glare, right? This is the front cover. All the art is done by me. This is the back cover, and just as I had anticipated, the blurb on the back, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you can see this, but the text is, it is legible, but something happened. The punctuation is barely visible. The words are, mushed together. I don't know why. So that is a big problem. So the text on the back cover, I'm gonna have to do that again. It's a bit of a downer, but I had anticipated this, right? I had a lot of trouble with the text being actually readable, right? So this is the spine, right? Hope you can read that. And I'm just gonna check out the interior if you don't mind. Oh, wow. And yet here we have, another problem. Okay, so we have a slight problem with the text. Um, as you can see, this is a big ass book. This is a big ass book, and of course, the font is a bit too small for my taste. But I had to make it smaller, or I couldn't publish it, right? Because I had over 1,000 pages, and this is about 780 pages. Okay, so for the moment, there are two main problems that I have to fix. One is, of course, the text on the back, and I don't know what to do with the interior text because the font size is crucial. Okay, the font size is 10. I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. Right, so the font size is a 10. Uh, I didn't want it to be this small, but because of the printing restrictions, I think Amazon has a 800 page limit, and mine was 1,000. I think a 12 would have been perfect, but I just had to risk it, and I think this would bother the readers because the text is a bit too small. I'm wearing glasses, and I have to bring the book closer, but it is readable, right? Okay, so so I'm about 780 pages. You know, uh, with all of these problems with the printing process, I'm still thankful. This still is a day of celebration for me because the book is here. The book is here, and these problems hopefully can be fixed. I know they can be fixed. Uh, I shouldn't let it get to me, right? But overall, I'm pleased with this book. Uh, you know, uh, it rains on my parade a little bit, but I'm still thankful. I'm still thankful. So I think these two the are these two issues have to be resolved. The text On the back cover, I think it is an easy fix, I hope. But the interior text, uh, specifically the font size, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to resolve this issue with the font size. Uh, if you published, self-published a book, maybe you can give me some advice on the text size, because if I make it bigger, then I won't be able to publish it, because Amazon, as I said, has a limit of about 800 pages, right? You know, but overall, this is still a wonderful day because the book is here. So I ordered two books, right? Two copies, because I thought, hey, there won't be any problems, right? These are author copies, and let me put them like this so you can see both of them, right? Um, I'm so happy, to finally get this book, and because it came sooner than I expected, this is wonderful, right? This is a wonderful day for me. You know, it's been raining here for about 2 days. There's a gloomy atmosphere, but this brightens up my day. So the book's name, let's get into that. The book's name is, of course, maybe you can read it. The book is titled Rage Monster. And I'm going to make a separate video on, presenting the book, a bit about the story and the characters, and a bit of context, the backstory, how this book came to be. But it's all about the madness of the protagonist and all the horror that he unleashes upon the world simply because he is a fan of entropy, and uh, he decides to go insane, basically, by his own will, right? Nobody forces him. He just chooses to accept madness as his reason to exist, basically, and nothing but mayhem erupts around him, right? I'm just staring at this thing, so there will be pauses in this video because I'm just so uh, mesmerized by it. Because I finally have this book in my hands after eight years of struggle, and it was worth it. With all of the problems, all of the doubt and skepticisms, um, all of the hardships, it's here, right? It's here. The book is here. You know, Maybe you leave in the comments if you love the covers, because I'm still thinking about maybe changing the covers, since I have to change the text on the back. So maybe I'll change the covers. But tell me if the covers are all right. This is the spine, and wow, I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away. Look at this big ass chunk of a book. So imagine this if I this is about 780 pages, and I had about 1,000 plus. So if I could publish it in the original size, this book would have been something like this, basically, right? Another almost uh, 300 more pages, right? So this this is a massive book. It would have been a behemoth of a book, right? It's wonderful. I mean, listen, I usually make book reviews and I make videos about writing advice, giving advice to aspiring writers, right? And listen, for all of you aspiring writers that are struggling with writing or getting your book published, listen, self publishing might be for you. It was my choice because I couldn't get an agent or a publishing house to even read the thing. So, I went with Amazon and I don't regret it. But I want to tell you, listen, your day will come if you're an aspiring writer. Your day will come, and one day you will hold your very own book in your hand. And let me tell you that day, that moment will be unforgettable, right? With all of the problems that this book still has, that I have to fix, it's still a breathtaking moment. It's here, right? After 8 years, this book is here. This book almost killed me. No cap. This book almost killed me. I mean, the amount of editing I had to do for this book over the years, and in the last stage before publishing it, I mean, it was just murder. This book almost killed me. There were moments when I was just done with it. I just almost gave up. But here it is, right? Here it is, and I'm just blown away because I did everything from the art, from of course writing the thing, designing it. You know, this book is 100% made by me, and nothing will ever take this feeling of not necessarily success, but fulfillment, right? Because I think a lot of struggling writers, when they begin their first book or their second book, they have a lot of doubts, right? But you gotta keep on writing and working on it, and one day you'll have your own book, okay? I mean, nobody knows, you know, writer's block and just being overwhelmed at times than me. Nobody knows that better than me because I mean, it took 8 years, okay? It took 8 years, and sometimes I never thought that this day would come. But here it is, right? This is, and let me tell you, this book is heavy as fuck. Okay, this my hand is getting tired. That's how heavy it is, right? This is a big ass chunk of a book. Uh, and I'm proud. I'm usually a very reticent person about expressing pride and such, but this is a moment that really shows just how thankful I am and proud that this book actually came to be. Because oh man, I was so young when I started writing this thing that you know it, I never once thought that this day would actually come. I was 23 years old when I started this book, right? I'm 31 now, right? 8 years. And man, this book was a demon. This book was a monster to write. And wow, time flies, but it seems like it has been a century. It's so long ago. You know, I was still basically a kid when I began writing this thing, right? And you know, it was worth it. It was worth it. Oh man, I mean, wow, wow. I'm just bedazzled and bewildered. Okay. Wow. I mean, the the designing aspect of it. I try to get a freelance artist on sites like Fiverr, but I never really found somebody with the kind of art style that I like and prefer. And I didn't want to go with this back and forth discussing. It should be like this. The colors should be like this. Uh, so I decided to basically just design it myself because that's what I did with the first book I published, and it needs a few tweaks and fixes here and there, but overall, it's popping. Okay, it's popping off. So I would say that I am pleased and satisfied 90% of an overall 100. So I'm 90%. Okay, the back cover text yet again has to be fixed. The font size yet again. The font size, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. It's a bit too small for my liking, and I know that some readers will hold it against me, but that is because of the printing stipulations. It wasn't my choice, right? Um, yeah, man, it is. It is surreal, though. It is surreal that this day finally came because I was completely unprepared for it. For it, it should have arrived 2 weeks from now, and this was an amazing surprise from Amazon. Uh, right, so this really brightened my day. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Before I end this video, I should maybe do some close-ups. Hold on. Maybe I should do. Let me see here. Let me see. So, okay. So, this is the front cover, right? Rage Monster, Griffith Samsara. So, the colors are a bit more darker than what you see here. They're popping off because of the light I'm using. Okay. So, this is the back cover. And maybe you can see that there's something going on with the text that I have to fix. I don't know what happened because when I was actually doing this, it looked normal, right? So I don't know what happened with the text, and I'm gonna fix it. But this this is the back cover, all right, and this is the spine. I kept it minimalistic as possible, right? This is the title. And maybe I should give a little sneak peek. Okay, so this is the uh, first page, Rage Monster. And then we have this little artwork by me, Cometh a Reckoning, right? This is the protagonist. And I'm pretty satisfied with the how it turned out. Unfortunately, my original artwork had a little bit of color here, right? So this was yellow orange, this was red. Uh, it turned out, black and white, but that's not a big problem, right? right? So we have the table of contents here. This is the disclaimer. And this is a little dedication here to the Doors and to George Carlin. Um, they were inspirations for this book. Their work, their art helped me when I was struggling, right? So this is actually the interior of the book, okay? So this is the second problem that I noticed. The text, right? It's a bit too small. It's a 10. It was originally a 12, and as you can see, it is a bit small, which is unfortunate, right? But, there was nothing I could do because this was a 1,000 page plus book, and I had to reduce it to 780, right? So this is how it looks. It's a big ass chunk of a book. And I'm gonna stop now because my hands are getting tired because this thing is heavy, my guy. Heavy. And look at that. The sun is coming out. So yeah, dreams can come true. Uh, I'm not gonna leave a link in the description just yet because I have to fix some of these problems, and then maybe you will buy it and read it. Hopefully you like it, right? But I'm gonna end this video with, a message to aspiring writers. Don't give up. Keep at it. Keep writing. Uh, don't uh, don't overwork yourself with all of these doubts. Don't be too skeptical. Don't be too hard on yourself, because I always thought when I was writing this thing, you know, who's gonna read it? Who's gonna publish it? Is anybody gonna buy it? What's gonna happen to me in the future if nobody's gonna buy this book? Uh, the thought that I wasted 8 years of my life, it always haunted me in the back of my head. But that's over now. You know why? Because the book is here, and I'm happy. I'm happy with it overall. So all of you aspiring writers, um, don't give up. Basically, right? If nobody's gonna help you with the publishing, with the editing, with the art of the covers, you just have to learn new skills. Uh, you know, you always have to learn new things. If you can't do the art, hire somebody. Uh, I didn't have a lot of funds, so I couldn't pay somebody to actually edit the text. So I had to do it over and over again. But it pays off. You know why it pays off? Because the book is here, and I'm happy with it. Right? I'm happy with it. The big ass book is here, my guy. And this can happen to you as well. It will happen. You know, you just have to have dedication, and you have to understand that if you want to be a serious writer, you will have to make a few sacrifices. You're going to have to play less video games. You're going to have to watch less videos on YouTube. You're going to have to stick to what is your passion, your true passion, right? And that's about it, you know? That's about it. I mean, I never thought that this day would come. I'm just overcome by, I don't know what to say, too many emotions, right? I can't believe it that this book is here. It's here, right? Keep on writing. your day will come as a writer, one way or the other, right? I never had anybody to encourage me to even, care enough to read a page of my writing, but I kept at it because I believed that I had something to say, and my little passion turned into a big ass chunk of a book that could really injure somebody. I mean, this is a brick ass book. You know. Thanks for watching.